separate development, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar on Thursday firmly rejected claims made by the former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, over Fayose stating that a deal was struck between Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde and Atiku for 2027. Now, this comes after reports of a closed-door meeting between Atiku and Makinde at former General Ibrahim Babangida's home in Minna in Niger State on Tuesday. And this has led to questions as to whether this might be a possible arrangement for 2027. Fayose claimed in part in a Wednesday post on X that Makinde agreed to join the ADC on the condition that he will be handed the party's vice presidential ticket as Atiku's running mate, as well as the promise of 10 billion naira. But in a swift rebuttal, Atiku's senior special assistant Frank Shaibu dismissed the claims in a Thursday statement. Shaibu said in part, "Our attention has been drawn to a reckless and malicious fabrication titled Between Atiku and Makinde, Untold Story of What Happened in Minna Yesterday, attributed to one Peter Ayodele Fayose. Let it be stated clearly, the entire publication is a shameless concoction, a tissue of lies stitched together by a serial purveyor of political gossip," colorful language, "whose relevance survives only on controversy, distortion, and cheap propaganda. At no time did former Vice President Atiku Abubakar engage in the imaginary horse trading described in that laughable script. There were no negotiations over vice presidential tickets. There were no discussions about 10 billion naira contributions. There were no zoning manipulations. Atiku Abubakar does not transact politics in secrecy, bribery, or transactional desperation as mischievously and irresponsibly portrayed." Well, it is a long statement and we wouldn't be able to go through it. But in essence, they are dismissing this report that had been made. And of course, the conversation continues to heat up because we know that many people, the popular opinion is that Atiku Abubakar seems to have the ADC presidential ticket in the bag. Some people are saying Obi is the running mate. Now they're saying Makinde. There was a Peter Obi Kwankwanso ticket. So many things floating. Dr. Abati, what do you make of these developments?
All of this is to be expected. The Independent National Electoral Commission has not yet blown the whistle, has not yet released the election timetable. But the expectation is that by May, June, the parties will begin to have their primaries generally, in fact, between March and June. So, in the spirit of the season, you are bound to have a lot of these speculations. You are bound to also see a lot of meetings and a lot of permutations. In fact, if you belong to Party A and you were seen with the daughter of the leader of a Party C, some meanings may be read into it. So it's in the nature of politics for this to happen. However, Mr. Fayose, former governor, has now said, Governor Makinde of Oyo State going to Minna in the company of Waziri Adamawa to see former President Babangida means that he's on his way to the ADC. One thing to be clarified, or rather another thing, apart from the INEC clarification, is that when we had the sit-down interview with Governor Makinde, which I moderated in Ibadan, he said very clearly that he had no intention of going to another party and that he would rather stay in the PDP to build it up. So what Mr. Fayose is saying is quite different from that. However, he says he has evidence and he will provide more details. The major detail that he has provided is to say that there's some kind of horse trading that will see Governor Makinde taking 10 billion naira out of the coffers of Oyo State to go and give to the ADC to run his campaign and to support Waziri Adamawa Atiku Abubakar, whom some people have assumed, it appears, have an entitlement to the candidacy of the ADC, even when that particular political party has not held its primaries. Now, that's why in Oyo State now, there's some kind of turmoil. People are saying, look, where is that 10 billion naira going to come from? So we expect Governor Makinde himself to provide clarification. Personally, even if his own spokespersons have spoken. Now, the spokesperson of the presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar, Frank Shaibu, he has spoken, but he referred to a fellow known as one Peter Yodele Fayose. He says one Peter Yodele Fayose. So these spokespersons too, they drive their own mischief into it. I don't think any Nigerian will say who is one Yodele Fayose. He exists, you know, and
he's a double check.
He's a major player in the game. But you find all of this, back and forth between politicians. But what Nigerians are looking for is that may the best person win the election. May the best persons emerge as candidates at all levels. I think we are getting tired of Division 2, Division 3 persons running Nigeria. Ayo is here. She can do a better job instead of touts and people of unknown pedigree. Coming forward as coordinators and potential power brokers in Nigeria.
Very quickly, so we can move on.
The sad reality is that this Division 10 is still the media that propagates them, and they know they are Division 10, but because of their own interest, they propagate them. See, the fight between Fayose and Makinde has been on for a while. Dates back to the time when they were fighting. They were both in the PDP fighting for who's going to be the leader of the party in the Southwest. All I'm going to say is, as regards this matter, the Atiku camp should be ready, because Fayose, I don't agree with him on many things, but when in terms of getting his facts right, he brings out his facts. So you remember how he was the one that let us know that even any amount of money was collected thus far by the Oyo state government as regards the fire incident that happened. It was Oshokomole. So if they know that they are not sure, it's better they keep quiet. Oshokomole, bring out your facts. We will live for the Wawulens so that we know what is going on among these people. Yes. Oshokomole, Erumole, don't get jollof rice.
Let me just help it as well, because he gave a 48-hour.
Oshokomole, we bring out the facts.
48 hours has expired, and no apology has been made so far. So we're expecting
this morning saying that he's just going to leave.
Oh no!
No, Oshokomole, no. You owe it to us as Nigerians to bring out your facts. You say you respect Atiku, but give us violence.
Rufai,
we want to know.
I know you don't believe in violence. Valentine's Day, sorry, but let's let the spirit of love.
By the way you are looking forward to this Valentine's.
Dr. Abati.
We should make it a subject too.
No, we shouldn't.